All right, I guess that answers that question. I guess I'm not too upset either.
Beautiful.
Welcome into Western Hall here at Western Illinois University. My name's Luke Little. Here with me today is my partner, Mr. Chris Frankhauser. We're getting ready for Game 9 of this tournament, Day 2, the first game of Day 2 between the Liberty Eagles and the Canton Little Giants. We got about 2 minutes until we go live here, and I'll send it over to my partner, Frankhauser here. So, what did you see from their last games? And I'll let you get into some stats too if you want to about their games. What did you like about both these teams' games yesterday?
Well, I think they stayed with some better opponents. I thought early on, and then kind of tired down in the second half. And you look at Liberty; they're such a young squad, and at Canton, they just ran in a buzzsaw that was West Hancock yesterday morning. And good thing about this Western Holiday Tournament is you're guaranteed a couple of games, so you're back here. Maybe yesterday didn't go the way you expected or had hoped, but you do get a shot to come back here and play again. Another breakfast game here, early game here at Western Hall, but should be interesting to see. I think better matchup for the two teams than what we saw them with Illini Bluffs and West Hancock yesterday.
Yeah, it should be some very good matchups here today. We got the Liberty Eagles and the Canton Little Giants. They fell to the West Hancock Titans and the Illini Bluff Tigers, who will match up at 5 o'clock later today. Day 2 is a very competitive, and it's a very enjoying day if you're, I don't want to say a casual fan, but for a lot of fans, this is one of the best games they can do. We're going to send it over for the starting lineups. We're gonna keep starting lineups here. That's my bad. We'll start off. We'll switch back and forth here for the Liberty Eagles. Number 3, Noah Klauser. For the Canton Little Giants, number 1, Logan Nichols, a 6'3" junior. For the Eagles, number 4, the 5'9" senior, Gavin Fessler. Number 5, getting Colin Johnson into the starting lineup. He didn't start yesterday, but he had 9 points. He's starting today for the Little Giants. Number 14, Vince Cramsey, the freshman, out there for the Eagles here yet again today. Number 10, Lakin Otto, the 6'2" sophomore, starting 5 for the Canton Little Giants. Number 23, Tanner Gim for the Eagles, and Levi Hayner for the Eagles as well. And the last 2 players for the Canton Little Giants.
Starting Zeke Gandy, number 45. So a little change in the starting lineup for the Little Giants from what we saw yesterday.
And I like the change in the lineup. You got Colin Johnson, who played some really good minutes yesterday, coming in here today. I think that's a good addition to make to the starting lineup. Ryan Yerbick is out there as well with the team. He was a key part in their offense in the first half and then went pretty quiet in the second half, didn't score any points at all. We're getting ready for the tip here in Western Hall. Ryan Yerbick and Vince Cramsey going to be tipping off against each other. And Day 2 is underway. Liberty wins the tip, and here we go.
Eagles in the road red, Canton in the home white this morning.
Nice pass down low, and the layup by Levi Hayner falls. 2 points right away for the Eagles. Canton bringing up the ball now. This is Johnson with it. Gives it back out up top, slowing it down. The Liberty Eagles got a tough draw against the Illini Bluff Tigers, the number 2 ranked team in this tournament. coming out today trying to bounce back after the tough loss and get a win here against the Little Giants.
Shot clock down to 11 for the Little Giants.
7:18 on the game clock. Now 5 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna have to get one up quick. This is Nichols, 3 seconds. Pull-up jumper is up, no good. Strong rebound by Hayner, and the Eagles are back on offense after a good defensive stop. This is Vince Cramsey. Tough layup is up, no good. Tipped around. He gets the rebound up again. That one barely rolls out. The ball bounces around. Eagles retain possession. Shot clock restarts. Vince Cramsey working on the baseline. He'll get fouled. It's going to be on the floor.
Colin Johnson, his first team foul for Canton. Good set there by Liberty. They got 3 looks at the basket. That second one just hanging off the front of the rim on the shot by Cramsey.
Nice bounce pass down low, wide open. Cutter gets the layup.
Noah Clauser, number 3, with the field goal for the Eagles and a 4-point lead.
Canton back on offense, kicks it out. This is Yerbick. He'll take a deep 3. That one's nothing but net. 3-pointer for Ryan Yerbick, and Canton Little Giants are on the board. Down 1, 4-3 the score with 6:27 left to play here in the first quarter of action. Cramsey, he'll drive again. Nice little floater shot falls for Vince Cramsey. He gets his first points of the day. 6-3 the score now. Canton, nice back door, tipped away, but it's going to stay with the Canton Little Giants. And Liberty coming out hot here so far in this first quarter, playing very well. 3 baskets, 3 different players, getting everybody involved.
Doing a good job of getting inside. And Canton's going to throw the ball away. So they'll go back to the Liberty Eagles. 6:07 to play. 6-3 lead for Liberty.
Zeke Gandy on the good effort right there. Couldn't quite get to it in time. Liberty back with possession. Gives it down low. This is Hayner working against Nichols. Missed a shot, got his own rebound, got blocked again. Good defense by Nichols, and Gandy down low. Ball's out of bounds. They're going to say it's staying here with the Liberty Eagles. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Did not reset. Inbound into Hayner. Swing it around now over to the corner. This is Fessler. Loses control of the ball. They recover, though. They get it down low. Hayner working, kicks out. Cramsey with it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Stolen by Nichols. One-on-one fast break. Nichols versus Fessler. And he'll get fouled before he can go up with it. This foul's going to be on the ground. Canton's going to have the inbound.
Gavin Fessler on the foul for Liberty. His first, team's first.
They get the inbound. 3-point shot here from Nichols. No good. Offensive rebound by Johnson. They kick it back out to Gandy now. Slowing it down. Shot clock resets. He got 35 more seconds to work with now. Nice spin move working in the lane. The kick out. This is Yerbick with the ball. Hands it off. Nice drive. Lakin Otto found his man. Got fouled on the way up. This is Zeke Gandy going to head to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw attempts of the day for either team. Zeke Gandy went 0 for 4 in yesterday's matchup. We'll see what he can do here with his first free throw attempts. That one falls. He's now 1 for 1.
Foul on Levi Hayner, his first, team's second.
Second free throw here from Gandy. That one's up and no good. Ball tipped around. Offensive rebound. Yerbick. Nice bounce pass to Gandy. He keeps control. The shot is up and fouled. He's heading right back to the line. Good offensive rebound there from Yerbick. Gets them a second chance at the line.
And 2 quick fouls on Levi Hayner for Liberty. As I said, his second, team's third. And Gandy back to the line for 2.
That free throw is no good, and Levi Hayner, the 6'2 senior, holding it down low. He's going to get subbed out of the game. Number 13, Tanner Cooley, going to check in, the sophomore. And they lose a little bit of height down low. That second free throw falls. Now 2 for 4 at the line is Zeke Gandy.
1-point lead now for the Eagles, 6-5, 5:05 to play, first quarter.
Fessler with the ball. He gets it into Gim. Kicks it out. 3-point opportunity. Doesn't take it. Made his defender fall to the ground. That shot is no good. Tipping it around now. Deep 3-point shot here from Fessler. Just a little right. airballed out of bounds. It'll be Little Giants basketball. Back on the offensive side of things, trying to get the lead yet again here. It's 5-6, down 1 to the Eagles. Both teams, this is a double elimination tournament, so if you lose in the consolation bracket, you are no longer in this tournament. That layup missed by Gandy. Liberty back on offense. This is Ramsey with it now. Tried to get it down low. Good defense by Lake and Otto to knock it out of bounds.
Shot clock going to stay at 29. Looks like we're going to substitution. Tate Huber, a freshman, another freshman for Liberty, checking in the ball game. And for Canton, Brayden Coker, number 24, the senior.
Now, he did start yesterday against the Illini Bluffs, and I don't know if head coach John Gersnich is just looking for a different lineup look, not necessarily like the matchups that some of his players on the bench would have, or whether if he was more confident with these players. Nice little inside move, missed Gim, got a strong rebound, and the putback goes in. Tanner Gim working hard in the post. That's where you make your money, sir. Good job. 8-5 the score after that bucket. Coker trying to get it down low, does. Nice overhead pass, but
all swatted a backside by Huber for Liberty.
Gandy went up with it, got blocked, but good job. The ball went out of bounds. Canton's going to recover the basketball. Johnson on the inbound now, gets it into Lake and Otto. 3:56 on the clock here in the first quarter. A sub getting ready to come in for Canton. Nice drive in the kick. Three-point shot here from Coker. That one's no good. Ball tipped around, rebounded by Tate Huber. Liberty back on the offense. Stolen away. Lake and Otto, fast break. Only Huber there to stop him. Goes up with the left hand and finishes. Lake and Otto, his first points of the game.
Back to a 1-point lead for Liberty, 8-7.
Liberty Eagles with the ball. This is Fessler, guarded by Johnson. Kicks it to the corner. Now Huber. Nice pass down low. Gim goes up, blocked away by Ryan Yerbick. Saves the layup. Good defense, recovery defense there from Canton.
35, Drew Reeder into the ball game. Also, number 11, which I don't have on my roster. I wonder if that might be, I'm not going to not guess that, Luke, at this point.
Good defense. Coker on the fast break, goes up, gets fouled on the way. He's heading to the line for two, and this is something we really didn't see in the early stages of day one, was the trips to the free throw line. This is going to be the third one of the day for the Canton Little Giants here in the first quarter alone. 3:10 remaining on the clock. Free throw by Coker is no good.
That foul on Vince Cramsey, his first, team's fourth.
Coker now getting ready for his second shot. 3:10 on the clock. Second shot is up, and that one is no good. Ball tipped, but rebounded by Liberty. Fessler going to be bringing it up here. Pushes it up now to Cramsey, to the corner. This is Hubert. Gives it down low to Hayner. Hayner back in the game with 2 fouls. Nice kick out. Almost lost control. Fessler recovers. They're going to slow this back down. Good defense from Canton here in the last 2 minutes or so. 7-8 still the score. Huber swings it over to Gavin Fessler now. Trying to find Cramsey cutting. He does, but he can't get inside just yet. Turnaround, tough jumper. That one's no good. Wanted the foul. Didn't get it, but he got the ball back. But stripped away by Coker from behind. Now working on a fast break. Kicks it to the corner. 3-point shot here from Yerbick is up and money for Ryan Yerbick. Another 3-pointer falls.
He's got 2 of those, 6 points, and a 2-point lead now for Canton, 10-8.
2:18 on the clock here. Liberty Eagles with the ball again. Gavin Fessler kicks it to the corner. Gets it down low to Huber. Now to Hayner. Hayner puts a body on, blocked by Yerbick, and Hayner jumps on it, but they didn't call a jump ball. Now fast break. Yerbick with it, stolen away by Gavin Fessler. Ball got a little too far ahead of him. Liberty gets away with one there. Cutting, nice pass out. Tate Huber, he'll take a college 3-pointer. That one's no good. Ball tipped around. Rebounded by Canton. I wish we had number 11 listed on our rosters for you folks, but and don't have him right now. If he does score or foul, I guess the PA and Mr. PA announcer will get him our information. Or his information, I should say. Brian Yerbick, he'll take another three-pointer. That one no good.
Good box out there by Cramsey for Liberty.
1:23 on the clock. Tate Huber with it, gives it down low. Hayner working again. That one's up no good and can't get anything going against Ryan Yerbick down low. Eagles with the ball, or excuse me, Little Giants. Coker went up, wanted a foul, didn't get one. 10-8 the score here. Almost got the steal there. Cramsey comes away. Now in the corner. This is Tanner Cooley. Gavin Fessler up top. 50 seconds, 50 seconds on the shot. Now 12 seconds on the shot clock. Working over in the corner. They give it back up top. This is Tate Huber. 5 seconds on the shot clock. A little bit of an alley-oop, it seemed almost to Hayner. Now a fast break opportunity. Lake and Otto, nice bounce pass, just a little too far behind. Recovered by Coker. There's about a 0.8 second difference between shot and game clock, and now there will be no difference after the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover on the Canton Little Giants.
Logan Nichols, number 1, and number 5, Colin Johnson back for the Little Giants.
Eagles gonna have the ball on the inbound here. 25.9 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they hold on to it. Down 2 currently to the Little Giants. They hand it off. This is Vince Cramsey. He gives it out up top. Klauser with it. Just a little bit of a motion handoff style offense right now. 5 seconds on the shot clock now, or game clock, and they're going to call a travel against Gim, and a turnover could be costly here. 3.2 seconds. Can get a decent look off here with 3.2 seconds remaining.
Sophomore Tanner Cooley back for the Eagles, number 13. Gavin Edgar, freshman, number 22, in for the first time for the Eagles.
Gavin Edgar had a nice 3-point knockdown in their game yesterday. See how his minutes come here today. Nice little play here. Half-court shot is open for Coker. Doesn't get it. I like that play that they ran. Gonna get it any farther than half court though, but it's gonna end the first quarter of action. We'll be back for the second quarter. TSSR Game Time Live.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College. Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Got some highlights here for you from the first half, and Lake and Otto on the nice fast break. Tate Huber couldn't quite catch up. 3:38 was on the clock at the time. 8 minutes put back on here for the second quarter of action, getting ready to go underway. That was Lake and Otto's first points of the game. You got some stats for us, some players that are kind of hot so far.
Yeah, Ryan Yerbick leading the way with a couple of 3-pointers and 6 points for Canton, 2 for Lake and Otto, and 2 for Zeke Gandy. Spreading the wealth for Liberty. You got Noah Klauser with 2, Vince Cramsey with 2, Tanner Gim with 2, and Levi Orner with 2 as well. It will be Little Giant basketball to start quarter number 2. They have a 2-point lead over the Eagles.
Nichols on the inbound, and second quarter is underway here in game number 9 and day 2 of the Macomb-Western Holiday Tournament. Nichols with it, goes baseline, gets it down low. Layup is up, but they're going to call a foul, I believe, on the ground, not on the shot. So it'll still be Canton basketball, but the shot will not count. Foul will be on number 23, Tanner Gim, his first, team first. Get the inbound. Nichols going to take a quick 3-pointer. That one doesn't fall. Ball tipped around, and bodies on the ground. Canton recovers. This is Johnson, gives it to corner. Nichols with it again. Nice drive and kick out. 3-point shot here from Johnson. That one's just a little long. Another offensive rebound, almost just barely slipped, and that was Drew Reeder. over in the corner. A lot of opportunities there in that offense possession.
There were, and just couldn't get anything to go. And more substitutions, and we see Levi Horner back, number 25, for Gavin Edgar for the Eagles.
Tate Huber going to be bringing it up here for Liberty. 7:20 on the clock here. Going against Johnson. He'll give it over to the corner now. Trying to find Gim down lower, Cramsey. And they're going to get a foul. This is going to be on number 24, Braden Coker.
Be his first, team's first.
35 seconds put back onto the shot clock. Liberty Eagles still with possession. Trying to get it in, they do. This is Klauser with it now. Nice little drive, right hand layup, no good. Tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to be Canton basketball. Had a shot on the layup, but good contest by Canton. Still with the lead, 10-8, 2-point lead.
Edgar back for the Eagles, Horner back out.
No points yet here in this quarter. Johnson bringing it up now. Guarded by Cramsey. He gives it over. They're going to call a travel here on Canton as Coker knocks down the shot after.
Isn't that the way it works?
I think we've seen more of those than not in the games today.
Yeah, thus far.
Almost everyone they've put up on a dead ball situation has seemed to fall. The Liberty Eagles get possession after the travel. They give it down low. This is Gim working down low. Nice spin move against Reeder. Goes up with it. Great moves down low. Tanner Gim, first points here of the second quarter.
Tied back at 10.
Tight matchup so far today. Coker with it. He drives, finds Reeder down low. Nice two-man back and forth. They're going to call a foul here on Tate Huber. Good two-man game, the give and go. We got a highlight coming for you right here. Nice move, spinning down low. Gim working in the post. He had a nice layup earlier as well, showing off his moves here today in game number 9. 6:30 on the clock, the inbound here to Yerbick. Johnson now with it. They'll give it to the cutter now. Kick it out. Nichols, he'll take a three-point. A little long, tipped out of bounds. And they're going to say it is Liberty basketball. 6:20 now on the clock. And as I was saying earlier, the give and go, it's such a good play. When you can move without the ball in your possession, it's such a key for your offense to have.
Yeah, we're going to see substitutions again as Horner back for Liberty, and checking in for the first time, number 3, the sophomore Gavin Otto.
Johnson will head to the bench for Canton. Liberty Eagles with the ball. They find Hayner down low. Nice work, Quicks. Coker will pick up the foul, and Hayner is going to head to the line, put up a quick shot there on that offensive possession. Liked what he had. He'll head to the line for 2.
Second on Coker, team second here in the second quarter.
Hayner was 1 for 3 yesterday at the free throw line. And that free throw is up and good for Levi Hayner.
Give him 3 points on the morning.
The 6'2 senior getting ready for his second shot, and he was working down low. Coker couldn't quite get to him in time as he knocks down the second free throw here. Good job to get to the line. He's going to head to the bench. He still has 2 fouls in this game. Doesn't want to pick up a third early in this matchup. 12-10 now the score. Eagles with the lead. Canton working back on offense now. Nichols with the ball. They'll hand it off to Coker. Coker drives in. Nice soaring layup. That one falls in, sliding into the lane for Braden Coker.
Nice job slashing in the lane there and going up with the right hand off the glass.
Now to the corner, down low. This is Gim working. Tries to body them up a little too long. Good rebound by Gavin Edgar. He gets fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 free throws as well. Gavin Edgar, the 5'10 freshman, putting in the work here with some varsity minutes against the Canton Little Giants.
Foul on the junior, number 1, Logan Nichols for the Little Giants. His first, team's third.
That free throw is no good for Gavin Edgar.
Back for Canton. Is Coker going to check out?
Second free throw underway. Is up, and that one is no good either. Rebounded by Ryan Yerbick. The Little Giants back on offense. And this is Lakenato, hands it off. Nichols now, a little bit of emotion, looking for the screen out at the three-point line. Don't get an open shot. Now down low, gives it to Gandy. Gandy working against Gim. Nice little move, right-hand layup falls for Zeke Gandy.
His first field goal, 4 points now for Gandy in the morning, and a 2-point Little Giant lead, 14-12.
Close matchup so far, 5:05 remaining here in this second quarter of action. Vince Cramsey drive, tough little shot here, falls. Nice. Good look from Vince Cramsey. Nice shot to make there.
Nice little tough little baseline floater from about 10, and Cramsey with 4, and we're back tied at 14.
Lakenato with a nice driving crossover. That shot no good. Offensive rebound for Gandy. Trying to go up with it again. He does off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Gim. Liberty on offense, moving fast up the floor. They give it over to the corner now. And trying to get it down low. This is Gim. Gim with the pump fake. He goes up and it falls. Tanner Gim working down in the post yet again.
Good job. As I said, Gim triple team there underneath the basket. A good strong move up, and 6 points now and a back to 2-point Liberty lead.
Lakenato with it. He kicks it over. Now Nichols. 4:15 on the clock. Gives it over the corner. Lakenato again now. Sends Zeke Otto over. Gavin Otto was cutting right as Lakenato was cutting as well. Gavin Otto gives it up to Nichols. Free throw line jumper. That one's no good. Tipped around. Rebounded by Gavin Fessler. Bringing it up. They're going to slow it down. Gavin Fessler kicks it out. Gim, he'll take a 3-point shot. That one's just a little short. Good rebound by Nichols. A little bit of a team effort between him and Gandy. Lakenato, nice drive here. Kicks it out to the corner. Nichols, he'll take a 3-point shot. Knocks it down. Logan Nichols, he knocks down a 3-point shot for the Little Giants.
His first points of the morning and a 1-point Little Giant lead.
3:26 on the clock. Gim with it. Kick out was tipped by Canton. Liberty recovers. They give it back over now. Noah Klauser with it. Corner three-pointer coming for Vince Cramsey. That one bounces off the brim, no good. They tried to get the tip back in. Ball on the ground. Gim comes up and one for Tanner Gim. Yeah, working down low all day long. He's got a 9-5 right now, working in the post.
Going to be Logan Nichols, his second.
Gim gets the rebound in the putback foul, heading to the line for one more. Tanner Gim playing some big minutes right now for the Eagles.
Liberty doing such a good job on that set of keeping that ball alive. Couple of taps off the backboard.
Ball tipped around. Canton comes away with it. Lakenato now. 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. They give it over now. Down to Ryan Yerbick. Yerbick goes up. His shot is no good. Rebounded by Gandy. Nice little drive here. Yerbick, right-hand layup, baseline drive. Finished it. Good, solid layup there from Ryan Yerbick.
Back and forth game here in the first half. 19-18 lead for Canton.
This is what we were talking about at the beginning of the broadcast. Game 2 is such a competitive and fun day to watch. And we're getting a good one here in the first game of the day. Game number 9 in total. Eagles with the ball, 2:23 on the clock. They give it down. This is Tate Huber. Looking around, gives it up top.
Shot clock down to 8 for Liberty.
This is Fessler in a timeout taken by the Liberty Eagles. 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Will not reset. 2:13 on the clock. If you're the Liberty Eagles, you got 5 seconds here right now. What player are you looking for to just kind of get up, get a shot up? You got 5 seconds, which is enough to work with.
You've got enough time to work with, draw something up over on the sideline. A couple of, quick dribbles, pass, something, but you're going to have to get something up here quickly. But one good thing is, waiting to see where they
place the
inbound here.
I'd like to look to Tanner Gim on the inside, but Vince Cramsey has been one of their better shooters here in this tournament so far. I wouldn't be surprised to see him getting active here on this shot. Crash the offensive boards is all I would say in this situation.
Yeah, they're going to inbound just to the left of the Canton bench, so plenty of time. I got to get it in.
And it's going to be a turnover. Lake and Otto gets it. Two-man back and forth, three-man weave, it seems. Layup falls for Gavin Otto.
Otto to Otto with the assist and bucket for the Little Giants, and Canton now out to a 3-point lead.
I called it the three-man weave. It was really just a two-man weave between Lakin and Gavin Otto, working on the fast break. 1:50 now on the clock here in the second quarter. Little Giants with the lead, 21-18. They give it over to the corner now. This is Cramsey. Nice little drive. Tough shot goes up. That one's no good. Tipped around. Tate Huber comes away with it and gives it back out to Hayner. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Got to get it up. Tate Huber does. That one's a little long. They're going to call a shot clock violation. It'll be Little Giant ball. Gavin Otto goes up. Nice layup there. Gets the pass from Lake and Otto, and it's a great two-man game. Didn't really get the give and go, but creating open shots for other people, always a great team player.
Yes.
Lake and Otto going to be bringing it up here for the Little Giants. Crosses over, he'll drive into the lane. Right hand scoop and score is good. Yerbick's hand was getting a little close there on the putback, but that basket falls for Otto.
His fourth, and Canton extending the lead to 5 here, one of the biggest margins of this contest.
Nice backdoor from Cramsey, blocked away and tipped around. We'll get number 11's name at halftime for you guys. I'm sorry, folks, about that. Nice drive by Yerbick. Reverse layup, no good. Gets his own rebound again. Gives it up. Stolen away by Tate Huber, though. 1-on-2 fast break. And getting more numbers. He gets fouled. Hard foul. That'll be the Little Giants' 5th. Huber should be heading to the line for 2 shots.
Gavin Otto, his first.
He will be heading to the line. Big block there for Canton. Couldn't score on the offensive side of things, but came away with a big block save, 2 points. Now Tate Huber heading to the line with for two free throws. First one is up, and that one is no good.
Let's see, number 23, Tanner Gim back, as well as number 3, Noah Klauser back for the Liberty Eagles.
Tate Huber getting ready for his second shot. Is up, rolls out of the rim just barely.
Got to get that one back as a lane violation
on the Canton Little Giants.
How did that not go down? Completely around, halfway down, and spins back out.
The toilet bowl was not favorable for him there. The second one also misses. Canton Little Giants have 40 seconds to work with here. 10-second differential between shot and game clock. Lake and Otto with it, guarded by Huber. Working over by himself. Little floater is no good. Tate Huber gets a rebound. 26 seconds on the clock. Working on a fast break by himself. It's up, but they're going to call it travel. He made the shot, but they're going to call a travel turnover on the Eagles. 23 seconds to work with. Lake and Otto with the ball now, bringing it up. Guarded by Tate Huber. 5-point game. Canton Little Giants with the ball. 10 seconds now on the clock. They give it to the corner. Gavin Otto, 7 seconds to work with. Nice drive here. No good. Stolen away. Liberty Eagles, 3 seconds to work with. They give it up to Gim. Gim's got to put it up. He does. Bounces off the rim, but they got a foul. So Gim will be by himself shooting these free throws. And all the other players will head to their bench. And Gim comes away with the foul at the closing seconds of the first half. We'll see what the officials call here. Having a bit of a conversation out on center court. This will end the first half, no doubt. 23-18 is the current score. They could be adding time to the clock, I guess. Not quite sure. 0.2 seconds is what they'll add to the clock.
Foul's going to be on Gavin Otto, number 3.
Gim's got 2 shots at the line. I guess whether he was going up with it or not, that was still 5 fouls on the Little Giants. That one is no good.
I'm going to put 0.2 seconds on the clock.
Second free throw is up, and this one is good for Tanner again. And you can't really get anything up in 0.2 seconds. We're going to send it over here momentarily to Mr. Dwayne Hewlett, who's with Canton Little Giants head coach John Gerznich. We'll get him here in just a second. He's getting the coach heading to the locker room. And we'll send it over to
Coach,
him
you're up
right
by
now.
4. A late free throw there at the buzzer, but you guys are playing a little bit better today. It seems like you're controlling the ball, had some good fast breaks. Is that going to be key to the second half?
I mean, it's one of them, not one of many, but, you know, you have to rebound the ball. Yesterday we didn't rebound the basketball. We gave them 17 offensive rebounds, which is, you know, in most cases that's 3 games for some teams. You just can't do that. And we had the first quarter we gave up 5 or 6 offensive rebounds. The second quarter we didn't give up as many, which you rebound the ball, it allows you to run a little bit. And so, you know, they haven't pressured us, so it's cut down on our turnovers, which is helpful for us as well. So we made a couple shots, some shots we should make, but for the most part, that's a pretty good half for us.
Continuing to rebuild the Canton program kind of back to where you want it. Do you feel like you're making those strides that you want to as you reach the first half here?
We got a long ways to go. Okay, I mean the basics of basketball have to become a priority to our kids, to our program, to our community, and so it's going to take time. You know, we're you know, just like yesterday, there's no excuse to have 17 turnovers and 17 offensive rebounds in one game. So we're a work in progress.
All right, good luck in the second half, Coach. All right, it's time for the MDH halftime show. We'll hear a word from our halftime sponsor right now. You know, MDH is our title sponsor here on TSSR Game Time Live, and we're here with Lindsay Douglas, the Director of Physician and Provider Recruitment. I about left out provider out of that. So physician and provider recruitment here at MDH. It's a huge mouthful for me, so explain to us what that is.
Sure. So I am in charge of bringing in candidates for both physician and provider positions here at MDH. So provider meaning anything like nurse practitioner, advanced practice nurse practitioner, physician assistant, things like that. So I source those candidates, bring them in, and try to find the best providers and physicians to provide care at our facility.
So you found a home at MDH. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How long have you been here? Stuff
Sure.
like that.
So I am from Macomb originally. I graduated from Macomb High in 2009, graduated from WIU in 2014, studied communication there, and started my career in politics and worked for a couple different state representatives and state senators. Then found myself in the educational realm for a little while at the Regional Office of Education, and eventually found myself here at MDH. I started here in February of this past year. I started out as patient advocate, and this role opened up, and I'm now in the role of Director of Physician and Provider Recruitment.
Obviously, McDonough District Hospital, very important to Macomb.
Sure.
And it's the communities not only of Macomb, but Bushnell, Colchester, Blandonsville, Industry. You're from here. So what was it that drew you back here and got you to stay here at MDH?
So MDH is like home to me. I am a 4th generation MDH employee. So my great grandma Nancy Weaver was one of the first nurses that they hired when the hospital opened in 1958. My grandma started working here maybe 10 to 15 years after that. She started as a CNA on acute care, and then she worked in peds, and eventually she worked as the unit secretary for home health and hospice, and she retired from that position after being at MDH for a total of 50 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. My mom is here as an administrative secretary. She's Brian's administrative assistant, and so I'm now here as a 4th generation employee of the hospital. So it was kind of a thing where I always thought I might end up at MDH just because of that family legacy of working in healthcare.
So before we came on camera, I heard a story. You guys were at a speaker recently, and you got to be there with your mom.
Yeah.
Does that make it really special to be a part of MDH, to still have your mom working here?
It's so cool. My mom is down the hall from me, so if I need something in the middle of the day, I can run down the hall and grab her. But it's also just cool to think about like the legacy that leaves in the community, especially being fourth generation and female. I think that that's just a really special thing for my family and for this community here.
So as we look at those kind of, you have a personal connection here. How do you use those personal connections when you're out trying to recruit a physician or a provider?
Sure. So I use the story a lot of my office, actually. So I'm in room 318, which was a room for patients at one time, and now they've converted it into an office space. And one of my favorite stories to tell physicians is that my great-grandma was sick in the hospital and was in that room, and that's where my grandma was recruited to join MDH. So my grandma had no plans of working in healthcare, but she was taking care of her mom as a sick patient, and the nurse at the time came to her and was like, "You are such a great caretaker. Why are you not a nurse? Why are you not doing this as your full-time occupation?" And so my grandma decided that healthcare would be her lifetime and like 50 years. And so she started working for MDH and was recruited right out of my office. So I just find that to be a really special connection when I'm looking to bring people to this community. Like, the recruitment started in this office 50 years ago, and here I am starting a whole new legacy of recruiting people. And I just am so passionate about this community, and I just love living here. I moved back here from Quincy, chose to raise our family here just because we really love Macomb, and we really love being in McDonough County.
So obviously the personal touch, you got the great personal story, you love Macomb. What does MDH offer to the providers and the physicians? What's the sales point for you on the professional level?
So because we're a small rural healthcare organization, your voice is heard here much louder than when you're in a large organization. So when you're in one of those larger hospital systems, you might be one of 15 to 20 providers in a specialty. At MDH, you might be one of two, you might be one of one. And so your voice in that medical staff office is going to be the loudest one in the room about your specialty. And that's a really unique situation for a physician to be, you know, the main voice for speaking for pediatrics or for speaking for orthopedics or whatever that specialty is. You're it. You're the guy. You're the one providing the care for the whole community. And you don't get that if you go to a large healthcare organization.
So those bonuses are probably obstacles in some cases as well.
Sure.
So how do you overcome those obstacles?
It really depends on the provider. You know, if someone is really wanting to be in a place where they're just in the background, they don't want to be that main voice, you know, I kind of have to tell them, you know, this is unique. You know, it's a unique community where you're going to go out into Walmart to get your groceries and run into one of your patients, and you're not going to find that everywhere. And that might be scary for you, thinking about, well, I don't want to mess somebody's care up and then run into them and have to explain it to all of Walmart. But it's just, you can also sell that as you're not going to go to Chicago and work somewhere where you're going to run into your patients every day.
Well, Lindsay, I appreciate you coming and talking to us today. Hopefully some people can understand more about MDH and how it's such a family-oriented business and so important to McDonough County and the surrounding area. Keep doing a good job, and maybe your little girl that wanted that 100 chicken nuggets can be the next generation to join MDH.
Exactly.
Well, we'll be back after halftime here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
2:48 remaining here in this quarter. Gets a screen on either side. Now to the corner is Cramsey. Tried to give down the little Hayner. Coker comes away with it. Braden Coker bringing it up now. Defender was looking the other way. They'll give it over to the corner. Thought about the three-point shot. Lake and Otto drives instead. Coker goes up with it. Bank shot falls for number 24, the senior Braden Coker.
4 for Coker and a 3-point Little Giant lead now 30-27 to 2:20 to play.
The drive and the layup is up, and they're going to call a foul. Heading to the line is number 3, Noah Klauser. We'll see who the foul is on. It'll be on Colin Johnson. His first, team second of the matchup. This will be Noah Klauser at the line. Free throw is up and no good. Got some hard contact on the way. Trying to get some free points for his team, down 3. This will be a good moment to give courtesy to Tom Conklin State Farm, bringing you the Macomb-Western Holiday Tournament. State Farm located on West Jackson Street in Macomb and in Farmington. Start your 2024 off right by contacting Tom Conklin State Farm to take advantage of State Farm's new auto rates. Contact us at macombsf.com or 837-1200, and in Farmington at conklinsf.com. Like a good neighbor, Tom Conklin State Farm is there.
Both free throws by Klauser missed. Canton with a turnover at the other end.
Nice little move by Tanner Gim. Gets the layup to fall.
13 now for Gim, and back to a 1-point Canton lead.
Rock goes up with it, can't get it to fall. Gim, they're going to say he was fouled.
Rock with a reach in for the Little Giants, his first.
29.
Team's third, sorry.
You're all good. 29-30 the score. 1:41 on the clock. My fault for interrupting you there.
Hayner back for the Eagles as Tanner Cooley going to check out.
Yerbick getting ready to check back into the game as well. He'll come in for Colin Johnson. The 6-foot junior will head to the bench. Eagles with the ball with 1:41 remaining here in the third quarter. They give it over to the corner now. Back up top to Gim. Gim tried to give down low to Hayner. Turnover. Lake and Otto with it now against Cramsey. Drive, and they're going to call a foul.
It's going to go on Cramsey, and that should be his second. Team second.
Team second as well. Canton going to get the ball. 35 seconds on the shot clock. 1:25 on the game clock.
Gavin Edgar and Gavin Flesner back for the Eagles.
They kick it over. Yerbick with it now. He'll drive against Gim. Trying to get it back out top. He does. This is Coker. Coker swings it around. Lake and Otto. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Nice little drive here. The little floater, left-hand floater for Lake and Otto falls. 2 more points. 3-point lead. 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter.
Lake and Otto with 6 now for the Little Giants.
Liberty with the ball now, and a nice drive and floater by Gavin Otto. Cramsey, he'll go up with one here. He gets his own putback to fall. Went up with the layup on the left side. Couldn't get it and got his own rebound, and the putback drops in for him.
6 for Cramsey. Back to a 1-point Little Giant lead, 32-31. 35 seconds on the game clock, 23 now on the shot clock.
Yerbick loses control of the ball. Liberty comes away with it here. 25 seconds here on the clock remaining in the third quarter. And we're going to get a timeout here, and this will be a good moment to thank one of our sponsors here for Canton, Fletcher Insurance. At Shelter Insurance, success is measured by the quality of the products and services. In Canton, your Shelter Insurance agents Todd and Jace Fletcher provide the quality of product and service that meets the standards set by Shelter Insurance. Call Todd or Jace Fletcher today at 309-647-8550. Getting ready for the last 22.2 seconds here in this third quarter of action. Little Giants with the lead. Eagles down by 1. A very tight matchup And it's been close the whole entire game.
Yeah,
into the first quarter, into the second, now in the third.
Yeah, I think Canton with maybe a 5-point lead at one point, but it's been nip and tuck, lots of lead changes thus far.
19 seconds on the clock now. Liberty Eagles trying to get the last bucket and get the lead before heading into the final quarter of action here in Game 9. This is Gim. Nice little spin move. Pass down to Hayner. There was a defender there. 2 seconds on the clock. They put it up, and it falls. And that's how the third quarter is going to end, with the bucket by Levi Hayner. And the Eagles have the lead, 33-32, getting ready to head into the fourth quarter of action. And we'll be right back for the end of Game 9.
Four tires of fuel. Come on, we gotta get him back out there. He's a busy man.
I'm just here to see. It's all part of it.
Suit up.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has everything you need to win the season and go full speed ahead.
Very competitive third quarter of action. Hayner puts it up at the end of the third quarter to give the Liberty Eagles the lead. 33-32 the score.
14-9 advantage in the quarter for Liberty as they trailed by 4 at the break, lead it by 1 now. 33-32 heading to the fourth quarter to be Little Giant basketball to start the fourth.
We'd like to thank one more of our sponsors, Canton Elks Lodge. The Canton Elks wish the Little Giants best of luck in the Macomb-Western Holiday Tournament. Talk to a Canton Elks member today about how you can become a member. The Canton Elks Lodge has banquet room rentals available and is currently offering Wednesdays and Friday night meals. Call the Elks Lodge, and for more information, 647-0200. Canton Elks Lodge. Canton Little Giants with the ball. They get it down low. Stolen away. They're going to say it stays here, though.
Trying to get it to Reeder inside. Shot clock going to be at 20 seconds. Play game clock at 7:44.
Close game here. Canton puts up a three-point shot here, and it drops for Logan Nichols. First points here of the fourth quarter.
That gets him at double figures or 11, and Canton back on top by 2.
Logan Nichols, 3 3-pointers made in the game so far today. 7:25 on the clock. I give it over to the corner now. Hayner with it. Moving it around, down 2 to the Little Giants. They give it up top to Hayner. He kicks it out. 3-point shot coming for the Eagles. That one doesn't fall. Strong rebound for Ryan Yerbick. They give it up now. Nichols thought about trying another 3. They give it back to him. He doesn't take it. He'll take a mid-range shot, though. That one a little long.
Good rebound by Reeder for the Little Giants.
Yerbick puts one up, and that's nothing but nylon there for Ryan Yerbick. His first points of the second half.
That's going to get him in double figures with 10, and Canton pushes the lead to 4, 37-33.
Swinging the ball around is the Eagles. Trying to find one of their big men cutting.
Canton switching over to 2-3 zone on defense.
A little bit of a different look for Liberty. Can't get anything going, and with the shot clock, this will be a lot harder. Only 8 seconds remaining. Gonna have to get something up here soon. Tate Huber with it, gives it over to Hayner. Hayner gives it up top. Deep 3-point shot here. That one almost falls for Gavin Fessler, but not quite. Still a 4-point lead for the Little Giants. Nichols, they're going to call a charge. I think Noah Klauser had all ball when he was reaching in, and then Nichols just came away a little too hard, got the charge called.
That'll be Logan Nichols' third, team's first.
Nichols just a little too hard coming inside. Tate Huber, good job to put his body on the line here. Down 4. 6:10 remaining in this fourth quarter of action. Game number 9, day 2 basketball underway here at Western Hall. Again with the ball, he'll give it down. Nice pass down low to Hayner. Hayner puts it up, bounces off the backboard, no good. Gets the putback, that one doesn't fall either. Tip it around, and Lakin Otto comes away with it and can't get 2 points out of that.
Wow, 2 great looks for Liberty on that set. Just could not get that to fall down. We're going to get a foul on Huber. for Liberty. That's his second, team's first.
5:54 on the clock. Canton gets the ball, 35 seconds put back on the shot clock. They give it up to Nichols. Nichols will take a three-point shot. Nothing but net. Logan Nichols is hot from three-point land here in this half.
2 threes and a 7-point lead now for Canton, 40-33, biggest lead of the contest.
7-point lead. They tried to get it down to Hayner. Couldn't quite. Canton back on offense, and it seems this game might be slipping away from the Eagles' grasps. Lake and Otto with the ball. Still a lot of time left remaining. Coker with it. Nice little bounce pass to Yerbick. Kicks it out. Three-point shot for Reeder. Doesn't take it. Coker, he'll fake a three-point shot. Baseline, come back. Gives it down to Yerbick. That ball tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Canton.
Number 3, Norbert Klauser back for the Liberty Eagles. Shot clock at 8 seconds for the Little Giants, 4:57 on the game clock.
Have some time to get a shot up, but can't work too slow. They get it into Yerbick. 5 seconds now on the shot clock. This is Nichols, kicks it out. Yerbick, 1 second, got to get it up. He does. They're going to count the bucket. And now a 9-point lead here after the bucket by Ryan Yerbick falls.
That's going to put him in double figures as well.
12 points on the game for Yerbick. That three-point shot is no good. Ball tipped. It's going to stay with Canton. 4:29 on the clock. Ryan Yerbick cutting into the lane. The little left-hand floater up and in. Falls for the Little Giants to give them 42 here in this quarter.
9-point lead for Canton. I wasn't sure Yerbick was going to get that off in time, but nice job, and it rolls in and pushes the lead to 9 for the Little Giants.
Little Giants with the ball now. Cut by Reeder. Nice find to Yerbick. Couldn't make the shot, though. Tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it's Eagle basketball. You got to get something going here. We're nearly halfway through the fourth quarter. Need some points here.
Winner of this one will move to the consolation semifinals, 9 o'clock game tomorrow at Brophy Hall.
And that, I believe, will be between the winner of the Eureka versus Lewiston matchup, which we will have next here on this broadcast. Chris and I will be covering that one as well. Hayner loses control of the ball. It goes out of bounds.
Coker, I think, knocked it off, and they're going to keep it with Liberty, but I thought Coker knocked it off the leg of Hayner, but the officials say no, it'll stay with Liberty with 24 in the shot clock.
I don't think anybody really got a good eye on that one. Fessler gives it over off the foot of Ramsey, excuse me. They're going to call a timeout. The Liberty Eagles get one off. They have 3 remaining in this game, or 2 remaining now. 3:53 on the clock, 17 seconds on the shot clock. We'll be right back.
Four tires of fuel, 4 tires of fuel. Come on, we gotta get him back out there. He's a busy man.
I'm just here for seed.
It's all part of it. Suit up.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has everything you need to win the season and go full speed ahead.
To TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, and coverage of the Macomb-Western Holiday Tournament, courtesy of Tom Conklin State Farm. This matchup was very close all day long, and it seems just this last 3 minutes or so, the Little Giants have started to pull away.
Yeah, they've cut what was a 1-point deficit. They've outscored Liberty 10-0 here in this fourth quarter.
That three-pointer by number 4, Gavin Fessler, is no good. And as we said, yeah, Logan Nichols, they've just been electric knocked down a couple sports corner threes already here in the fourth quarter. Playing very well, shooting the lights out, it seems. The Eagles got to get something going here soon if they want to come back in this game. Yerbick gives it down low, tipped out, and they're going to say it's Liberty ball.
That just went right through the legs of Drew Reeder, number 35 for the Little Giants, right through the 5-hole, and turnover to the Eagles here with 3:29 to play and trailing by 9.
You always got to love hockey references in basketball.
Yeah. We can make anything, baseball, we can put football, we can put hockey in the basketball broadcast.
33-18 on the clock. Nice pass down to Gim. He goes up with it, and Gim has been working all day long, the leading scorer for this Liberty Eagles team.
15 for him and a 7-point lead. First points of the quarter by the Eagles. Can't doing a good job of kind of shutting off that inside game of Gim and Horner that worked so well early on, and for the Eagles, we've got a foul on the floor.
This will be against number 4, Gavin Fessler. That'll be his second foul of the day. The Eagles, we said they need to get something good going. Good ball movement, and Gim, he gets the bucket down 35-42 the score after the layup drops in for Tanner Gim. Eagles now down 7, 2:55 remaining. Shot clock still in play. Nichols with the ball, finds Coker cutting, turnover. Gavin Fessler with the ball, fast break, kicks it over. This is Klauser. They're going to slow it back down, but Gramsey, he'll take a three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound to Gim. Kicks it out, thought about the three-pointer. He'll take it instead. That one no good either. Rebound Hayner, he puts it up and it falls down. Levi Hayner, they get the bucket after 2 offensive rebounds. Now down 5.
12 points for Hayner, and like you said, Luke, back to a 5-point game with 2:20 to play, 42-37 Little Giants.
2:15 on the clock, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Little Liberty Eagles creeping back in on the Little Giants. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Lakeanato gives it over to Yerbick. Yerbick gets Coker cutting, but a foul is called. That'll be the 3rd team foul on the Eagles. And that resets the shot clock.
Hayner with his 3rd foul, team's 3rd here in the fourth quarter.
Just got the foul, but earlier on the offense possession, he got the putback to fall. 5-point game, it's so close. But 2 minutes to work with, and this is where you gotta love the shot clock coming into play. Can't hold on to it for 2 minutes anymore. Pass down to Nichols, hard off the backboard. Gim comes away with it. 5-point game. Fessler's going to be bringing it up against Lakeanato. He'll drive inside, kick it back out. Gives it over to Gim, now to Fessler. He'll take a 3-point shot, needed to fall. Hasn't hit one yet, it seems. Struggling from the 3-point line. 1:30 on the clock. 2-possession game. You don't want to foul in this situation. If you do, got to make it quick. And that one is.
As that'll be on Noah Klauser, his 2nd team's 4th, so one more. And Canton will be in the bonus. See number 5 back, Colin Johnson, the junior for the Little Giants.
1:25 on the clock here. Trying to inbound it, can't get it really to anybody. And a timeout is called. Good timeout by the Little Giants. They had 5 remaining. So 1:25 on the clock. A quick word from one of our sponsors, Country Insurance. Lance Mooring and Nick Wright, building relationships, service, and supporting the community. Your Country Financial's agents in Canton, Lance Mooring and Nick Wright, are more than great insurance agents. They're your neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the community. Call them today at 309-647-6180 and learn how Lance Mooring and Nick Wright at Country Insurance can help you. 1:25 on the clock, 5-point differential in this game, 42-37. It's getting close here at the end.
It is. Next foul, as mentioned earlier, will put the Little Giants in the bonus. Possession will pointing it to Liberty. Canton still with a few fouls to give. Just one foul here in the quarter on the Little Giants. Canton will have it out of the timeout. 1:25 on the game clock and a fresh 35 on the shot clock.
This is pretty much exactly how we expected this game to go and how we expect a lot of the games to go for the rest of the day. Close, tight matchups between all these teams from 9 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. most likely.
Yeah, we've got games all day. Again, 8 games. This is the first of 8 today.
All being covered here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH and courtesy of the Macomb-Western Holiday Tournament, courtesy of Tom Conklin State Farm. 1:16 on the clock, 25 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson with it, gives it over to Lakenato. Can't find a cutter. Everybody else just running a bit of a motion here. They're holding it out up top. 14 seconds on the shot clock now.
Game clock at a minute to play.
Johnson, he'll drive in. He got the screen, no foul called. They get the offensive rebound though. It didn't hit the rim. Gim comes away with it under a minute to play. Behind the back moves, gives it to the corner. Three-pointer up, and this can fall. It doesn't. Ball gets rebounded though by Hayner, kicks it out. Gim thought about the three, drives in. Doesn't get the foul called. Instead, it'll be Canton basketball. And I'm kind of surprised there were no foul calls in any of those situations.
I was a little surprised too, and a couple of good looks for the Eagles, just couldn't get anything to drop as we see Huber back for Liberty.
Give it in to Reeder. 35 seconds on the game clock. 1 second differential between shot and game clock.
Liberty's got to go foul now. They've got no choice, and hard foul here by number 3.
Noah
Klauser, his 3rd and team's 5th. So free throws coming up for the Little Giants with 28 seconds to play, up by 5.
If you're the Eagles, you're okay with one of these getting knocked down, but 2 of them, that's a 3-possession game, unless you get the miraculous 4-point play to fall.
Yeah, Liberty yet to have a made 3-pointer in this contest, and we're going to see the defensive swap out, offensive swap out as Huber out and Hayner back. We're going to see number 11, Braxton Rock, back for Canton. And number 3, Gavin Otto.
That free throw's up and no good. Ball tipped out and a rebound by Johnson. No shot clock here. Johnson gets fouled, and that was not the result you wanted. Missed free throw, but they get the ball back. 43-37 the score. Colin Johnson heading back to the line.
And 4th foul on Noah Clemeser for the Liberty Eagles. That one up and good for Colin Johnson. His first points of the morning. Pushes the lead to 6.
Almost said
7.
Afternoon. Every single time it catches us off. The morning game here in Macomb. 20 seconds on the clock. And they give it over to the corner. 3-point shot. Years up. No good. Offensive rebound. Hayner stripped from behind. It's going to stay with Canton.
Looks like the Little Giants going to move on to play in that consolation semifinal tomorrow. They will await the winner of the next game, Eureka and Lewistown.
That layup is up and good. Timeout by Liberty. 6-point game, 12.3 seconds. Crazier things have happened.
They have a 6-point lead, 12.3 as you mentioned. Possession arrow in favor of the Eagles. Now they're going to switch it to a full timeout and see substitutions. Huber back for the Eagles. Coker back in out of the timeout for the Little Giants.
That layup was made by Noah Klauser. Good job cutting, getting the open area. Knocked down the layup. 12.3 seconds, I'll let you go ahead.
Noah Klauser's got 6 in the contest.
A tight matchup all day long, and the 4th quarter, man, it's really been the difference here today.
Oh, yeah. Canton running out there to a 10-0 start to, as I said, they trailed it by 33-32. At the end of 3, but a 10-0 run has really pushed this to Canton's side of the momentum, and it's a 6-point lead. Liberty with 1 timeout remaining, Canton with 4.
The Little Giants have doubled the Eagles' score here in this quarter. 13-6, I do believe, is the number differential between both these teams. 12.3 seconds on the clock here. Canton going to be passing it in. See if they go over Topper. They get it into Coker. Over to Johnson. Gives it up. And Nichols gonna put the layup in. 5 seconds on the clock. And that'll be it, you gotta think, here in this game. Logan Nichols puts the final touch on this game, having himself a nice game. 4 Sports Corner three-pointers made so far today. We will be getting an interview again with Canton Little Giants head coach John Gersnich after they do the handshakes, courtesy of Mr. Dwayne Hewlett. After this, we're going to get ready for the second matchup of today, consolation matchup between Eureka and Lewiston. Both teams getting ready to come out now. Mr. Hewlett's getting ready, and here we go. We'll send it over to him now.
All right, Coach. Well, you get the win. You get another game. It means you're coming back tomorrow here to Western Hall. You get to play in Brophy. What is it like as you move through this tournament? Did you do the things in the second half that we talked about from the first half a little better?
A little bit better. You know, we had some opportunities we gave away as far as dump downs and things we didn't make, but you know, we switched to a 2-3 zone. We were having trouble guarding our 2 big kids. They're really physical. We're not a physical team, and we did a nice job there when we went to 2-3 to limit their shots and force them to, you know, they couldn't get the ball inside. We took the ball out of their hands in that particular area. So that was kind of the turning point for us, I felt like.
It seemed like they could control the boards a little bit better than you guys, but you used your speed and your guards to kind of control your end of the offensive, and that really seemed to be the difference today.
Yeah, we had some runouts. You know, once again, it's about rebounding, right? And we were able in the 2-3 zone to rebound it and push the ball a little bit, and so, you know, our goal coming over here was to play 4 games, and so right now we're moving in the right direction. We got another game tomorrow, so we're going to come out and try to get better. We're just trying to do that each and every game, and hopefully we can improve and try to be, you know, be a regional team that can knock someone off come regional time, and so we're just trying to progress that direction.
That's a nice thing about basketball, right? Everybody makes the tournament, so you don't have to win games throughout the year. You can build your team. You can get to where you want to get to instead of starting where you want to be. Right?
It's not the pressure like you have in football, right, where you can be done after week 3. But, you know, we just have to have the mentality each and every day. We want to get better, and like tomorrow, it's another opportunity to play, right? And like I told her, I don't care if it's 7 a.m. I don't care if it's 1 o'clock in the morning. We get to play, and we're going to be prepared, and we're going to do the same thing we did today. We're going to get up tomorrow morning, and we're going to have a little light practice before we get on the bus and come over and either play Lewistown or Eureka. And we know they're both good teams, and we'll have to be prepared to win.
Congratulations. We'll see you here on TSSR Game Time Live tomorrow.
All right, thanks, guys.
And we'll send it back over to you guys.
Thank you very much, Dwayne. This is the post-game show presented by Ron Elvey Auto Sales, pre and post-game. We got some highlights coming for you right now from this game. And Logan Nichols having himself a day with a nice layup there on the fast break finish, knocking down a couple of threes, had 4 total
16
in the game
points
today.
for Nichols on the contest, highest scorer.
But Liberty, they would not back down all day long. But Nichols kept on raining him down from deep. As you see here, 4 3-pointers made for him. Yerbick there with the buzzer beater against the shot clock, knocks it down. But Gim, you got to give credit to Tanner Gim and Levi Hayner working down in the post all day long, knocking down the putbacks whenever they need it. I'll send it over to Chris here to give us some in-game stats for both of these teams.
Yeah, we talked about Logan Nichols with 16 and Ryan Yerbick with 12 for Canton. Little Giants shoot 39% for the contest, 18 of 46, 35%, 6 of 17 from beyond the arc, and 55.6%, 5 of 9 from the free throw line. And like I said, Liberty just their inside game was really good. As you've got Tanner Gim with 15, Levi Hayner with 12, but could not get anything going from the outside. They finished 0 of 13 3-point shooting, 33% from the floor, 18 of 54, and just 3 of 11 from the charity stripe for 27%. Rebounds, looks like, actually, and we are not surprised with Gim and Hayner, 37-32 rebound advantage for the Liberty Eagles. 22 defensive rebounds for Canton, 20 for the Eagles, 17 offensive boards for Liberty to 10 for Canton.
There were 9 lead changes in the game today. 5 times it was tied in the matchup. And it was really, we kept on talking about the fourth quarter was the difference. And if you look at the stats, Canton shot 62% from the free throw line, while Liberty, not from the free throw line, excuse me, from the field, while Liberty shot 21%. They went 3 for 14. Canton, they went 5 for 8 from the field. Really just all around dominated the fourth quarter of action, and that's how they ended up winning the game. They got to the line, too, at the end of the day, made some very good free throws that got them the win. It was really that fourth quarter of action.
Yeah, and that 10-0 run will do it. As like you said, Luke, they went 63% from the floor in the fourth quarter. Perfect 2 of 2 with those 2 threes by Nichols, and 75% from the line, 3 of 4. Heck of a little bit of a run there to start that fourth quarter. As I said, they trailed by 1, and a 10-0 run switches it from a 1-point deficit at the end of the third to we're a few minutes into the fourth quarter. Canton's now got a 9-point lead in the contest, and they never looked back from that point.
If you had to pick a key player for both of these teams, the Eagles and the Little Giants, who would you pick, Chris?
Yeah, you got to go with Logan Nichols for Canton and Tanner Gim probably for Liberty. Like Coach said there for Canton, they switched to that 2-3 because Liberty was doing a good job inside, and that's, you got 2 post players with 15 and 12 points respectively. That's where Liberty was making their bread, and that was their bread and butter. And when they switched to that 2-3 zone, that really kind of took that away from Liberty there for a little bit. And Canton was able to use that switch to the zone to capitalize on some offensive ends at the scores at the other end and turn that ball game around to in their favor.
It was a very good game number 9, first game of game number 2 matchup. It was a lot of fun. We're getting ready here for the second game of day number 2, Eureka versus Lewiston, coming your way here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, and coverage of the Macomb-Western Holiday Tournament, courtesy of Tom Conklin State Farm. Chris and I will be here for game number 10. We'll see you there.